So here I am sitting aimlessly refreshing my X feed, waiting on the announcements for those two players who have been rumoured to be getting announced for the past couple of days now. And out pops one of the biggest Rangers stories of the summer so far, and that is that Rangers are set to announce that James Tavernier will be losing his captaincy, and you'll be pretty delighted to hear who is going to get the armband. Now, first of all, let's focus on James Tavernier himself. And, well, over the past couple of years, there have been many, debates amongst fans whether James Tavernier is captain worthy. And although that debate will still run to this day, it was almost like Tavernier couldn't quite win over the fans despite his numbers, despite the amount of goal contributions he's had, despite how he's played. And obviously, there's only one thing in every Rangers fan's mind that sets a great Rangers captain or a Rangers captain out from an average player, and that's silverware. It's as simple as that. Silverware is something that James Tavernier can't really brag about, having won, 3, 4 trophies in his time at the club, three of which are ones that actually mean something in the top flight. And I can't help but feel like this loss of captaincy further stirs the rumours that Tavernier is on the way out at Ibrox, and obviously most people will be grouping together James Tavernier and Connor Goldson along with the likes of Lundstrom, who's left as that old guard who we've been talking about for ages, looking to move on, looking to freshen up, looking to start anew. And to be honest, this captaincy loss is only going to add fuel to the fire, considering Steven Gerrard has been sniffing around Rangers, looking to, raid them for the likes of Connor Goldson, but mainly James Tavernier. And listen, if Gerrard wants to come and throw, cash at us to relieve us of that old guard, I'm absolutely all for it. But I didn't really see or feel, in my heart that I'd see James Tavernier leave, because there was no reason to believe that up until this point. And James Tavernier will be set to lose his captaincy. Now, who is the player that is rumoured to take that captain's armband? It's someone that, alongside the likes of Sterling, has been tipped by many fans, to get that captain's armband. And it's Jack Butland. Now, I have absolutely no complaints about Jack Butland being the captain of Rangers. A lot of folk will, disagree in terms of there's a debate around whether a goalkeeper should be captain or it should be an outfield player. I couldn't really care less. Jack Butland looks like a class act. He performs really well. He performs to a decent standard, decent consistent standard week in, week out, and we want to breed that consistency throughout the team over the course of a season. And I have no doubt he's an absolute class act in that dressing room and in and around the team on match day. Now, if you're wondering where I got this information from, well, there's an article from Football Scotland breaking James Tavernier loses Rangers captaincy as Philippe Clement picks new skipper. Butland. You've also got, although we don't like to see it, the Daily Record Sport saying exclusive Jack Butland to be named Rangers captain and strongest James Tavernier exit clue yet. And we'll go with a couple of the reactions from those articles. Empire 1872 says, if Stevie G throws money at us for Taven Golson to help us rebuild, then I think that will be me head over heels in love with him again. Absolutely, me too. Again, furthering his comments by saying, oh, and also I'm not overly keen on a keeper being captain. Never really works for me. I'd rather wait until a new Scottish central midfielder who's been captaining his team in England comes in. Penna Cartel saying, if that's true, imagine both Tav and Goldson are off. Always in favour of a Captain Jack, to be fair. And yeah, as I said, that old guard is getting raided when, we come into every single season saying, we want to have a rebuild, we want to try something different, we want to move on to something new, we want to revolutionise the squad. We never seemed to really get that. There was always that skeleton, that spine of a team that stayed there that many fans thought were almost breeding a loser's mentality throughout the squad. And I fully believe that Clement has come in the door and surely he's got to have felt that in order to make such significant changes over from last season's squad to this season's squad. You can only feel like he has discovered or noticed something within the squad that needs to change to suit a completely different play style. Now if it is a different play style that he's aiming for, then I'm all for it. But what I do worry about is also the fact that getting rid of that old guard leaves a gap in the squad for more experienced players that we need to, come in. And, you see all of these rumours flying around with, really young talent coming in. We've already signed young talent at the start of the transfer window. We will start eventually needing to plug the gaps in between, those younger players to help them develop as well. And Jack Butland's, a great leader to have within that squad. There's also rumours about McLean, which I'm not too sure about, but we'll see how that develops down the line. We'll see whether he ends up with a Rangers scarf above his head or not. But the main take from this video, and it's a surprising take, because again, I didn't really believe to myself that Tavernier would eventually ended up going, as much as I wanted to see him move on, thank him for his efforts and move him on. But now it's completely changed, because when you lose that captaincy, it's, in amongst all of these rumours going on, all signs point to the one destination. And if it is to be true that Tavernier will be leaving Ibrox, I send him away with, me and every other fan with thanks for your efforts, best wishes, all the best for the future. And that's that. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to jump into the comments. I want you to let me know what you think about this news, what you think of Jack Butland being the captain, or would you rather have hung off and gave it to somebody else, or maybe some incomings coming into the squad? Also, let me know what you think of the whole now, fully established rumour that James Tavernier is leaving and possibly joining Stephen Gerrard over in Saudi. Remember, the BlueSea channel memberships are available. The wee join button's up there if you're on desktop. If you're on your mobile or any other device, then the link's down in the description, so you can click that. It's a great way to help us invest a wee bit more back into the channel. As I said, links down in the description next to our socials, and I'll see you next time.